What's going on, guys? I am back with another hat format replay review. If you want the chance to partake in this series, you can go to the video description and find out all the information on how to send me your hat format replays. But anyways, guys, here we have another match. We have Blab, who is on Heraldic Hands, versus Rubles, who is on Inzektor Artifact. A lot of people have been recently picking up and playing the Inzektor Artifact deck. It's a really cool and fun deck, so hopefully this will be a cool showing for that deck. But without further ado, let's get into this. So it looks like Rubles will be able to start this match off. Opening hands, Blab sees Photon Thrasher, Firehand, Advanced Heraldry Art, Foolish Burial, and Skill Drain. Skill Drain isn't the most uncommon in Heraldic simply because Leo is a 2000 beater and they have a lot of grave effects, paired with the hands that activate in grave. It's a pretty cool card. And then Rubles here has Artifact Beagle Tech, Gigamantis, Summoner Monk, Inzektor Ladybug, and Hornet. So a lot of monsters here, not really seeing a lot of spell or traps, which, they're playing obviously artifacts. So you would expect to see like Sanctums, Ignitions, Double Cyclones, something, or just anything to get this Summoner Monk live too. So let's see what happens. They draw for turn and they get a Moral Tax, so very unfortunate draw there from them. They are going to set the copy of Hornet and set 2 artifacts and pass. Blab finds a copy of Treptrix Trephole Nightmare. They go Special Summon Thrasher, go to Battle Phase, and attack over the Hornet. Main phase 2, Foolish Burial, sending Heraldic Beast Leo, which, if you guys don't know, has the effect that when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a Heraldic Beast monster from your deck to your hand, except Leo, and you can only use the effect once per turn. So here they get a search, which they'll search Aberconway. I'll talk about this card more when we actually get to it, if we get to it. But here they're going to normal summon it. Taking a bit of time to think, they go for King of the Feral Imps. Use the effect Detach to add a Kage to hand. Set the Treptrix Trephole Nightmare and the Skill Drain, and pass turn. Here, Rubles finds a copy of Trap Stun, so they did find some back row, but unfortunately not the type of back row they want to see here. Normal summon Inzektor Ladybug. Use the effect of Ladybug to try to equip, but Skill Drain is activated. Here they can use Gigamantis' effect, which this is one of the cool Inzektors that has the ability on its own to equip, rather than the monster on the field needing to equip. So here they're going to equip the Mantis, which will make so that this becomes a 2400 beater. And then they can just simply attack over the King of the Feral Imps, and then they set the Trap Stun and pass turn. Blab finds a copy of Instant Fusion. They go for Firehand, activate Advanced Heraldry Art. This card is honestly really, really crazy. Yeah, this card was way ahead of its time. What it does is you target 2 Heraldic Beast monsters in your graveyard, special summon both those targets, and immediately after this card resolves, Xyz summon 1 Xyz monster using those 2 monsters. So it's a crazy way to get back things like the Leo, which when it goes to graveyard will get another search. It's basically just a free Xyz. So insane card. Here they're bringing back the Aberconway and Leo and overlaying for a copy of Crazy Box, which has its effects negated here, which is pretty cool. So it's just a 3000 beater. They go to battle phase. Here Firehand attacks into the Ladybug. The Firehand triggers, popping the Ladybug and summoning an Ice Hand. And here pushing in for 4,400 damage between the two, which is really good. Passing turn. Here, Rubles finds a copy of Excalibur, which unfortunately the Summoner Monk won't be able to be used, though here is the Trap Stun coming up, so very strong. Summon Summoner Monk, can use the effect now to discard. Summon Armageddon Knight. This, it doesn't really matter here, but this should be, let me see. Never mind. So here they're just dumping, what was that, another Ladybug. Overlay for Exciton, use the effect. Here you can see they just had all the artifacts that weren't able to trigger, so that was a good trade. And Blab still has Instant Fusion and Kage, and they should be able to get the search off of Leo here as well, so Blab is still looking really good here. They add a copy of Aberconway. Draw for turn, gets a copy of Upstart. Let's see if they go Upstart or just the normal. Yep, here they go normal Aberconway. Use Kage to special summon. Use Instant Fusion for Marvelous, and that is enough to make them scoop it up. Moving on to game number 2. Opening hands. We see Blab has Fire Hand, Skill Drain, Kage, Trap Trick, Trapple, Nightmare, and Debunk. And Rubles has Moral Attack, Centipede, Ignition, Hornet, and Max C. So much better opener from Rubles here. So hopefully we can see them kind of go off a bit. Drawing a Sanctum for turn, so very powerful start here. Here they set Ignition, Sanctum, and what was that, the Moral Attack? And just pass. Blab finds a copy of Traptrix Mermail. Summon Firehand, just to swing in for some damage. Here they go activate Sanctum, Chain Ignition. Ignition set Moral Attack. Sanctum summon Beagle Attack effect, pop them. Oh, double Moral Attack, okay. Right. Both Moral Attacks will get summoned. Will they use the effect? They do use the effect. Firehand will then be able to pop one of them. Oh, wait, missing timing. Why? Oh, okay, that's interesting. So they're saying here that one Moral Attack is Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, and then the second doesn't resolve yet because the hands have to be Chainlink 1 or they miss timing, and that's simply because it's a when-can effect here. So any when-can misses timing unless it's like a when effect that is mandatory, which Firehand has the option, so interesting. After that, they just go and set Skill Drain, set Trap Trick, Trapple, Nightmare, and Debunk, and pass turn. Rubles finds a copy of Forbidden Lance, switches Beagle Attack to attack, and swings in for some nice damage. Main phase 2, overlay for Pleiades. Blab thinks here, says it's good, sets the Lance, and passes turn. Blab finds a copy of Soul Charge, which normally would be like decent, but only 2400 life. They can already make a rank 4 if need be. It'll be kind of interesting to see how they play this one out, especially, playing through Pleiades, though. There is the skill drain here. So interesting. Let's see how this one goes. Summon Mermail, use the effect of Kage. Chaining the Max C. Debunk is activated. So Debunk usually banishes, but if a card leaves the place that it was originally activated, so for example, Debunk says when a monster effect is activated in hand or graveyard, negate the activation if you do banish it, but because Max C discards for cost, it won't get banished because it's no longer in the place that it activated originally. On Res, here we have Pleiades activating. Skill Drain is being chained to it. Here they overlay for Crazy Box. Go to battle phase, attack into Pleiades. Damage step, they go into, what was that? I'm not exactly sure what happened here. Oh, they went Lance on the Crazy Box, which is kind of interesting because I think had they not waited till damage step, then the attack wouldn't be able to go through because it would be unaffected by the skill drain. So funny that they kind of played that out, but yeah, in that situation, Rubles kind of had everything there. Moving on to game number 3, though, we see Blab will be going first. Opening hands, DD Crow, Solemn Warning, Phoenix Wing Windblast, Advanced Heraldry Art, and Trap Stun. So while they do have some good traps and stuff, not a lot of engine here, unfortunately. Rubles has Forbidden Lance, Double Cyclone, Call the Haunted, Inzektor Ladybug, and Dark Hole. So kind of decent having the Dark Hole and Double Cyclone for going second. Blab draws a Skill Drain. Set Skill Drain, set Wing Blast, set Trap Stun and the Warning, and pass. Rubles finds their own copy of Trap Stun, setting it. And the Call the Haunted, and the Lance, and the Double Cyclone, and the Ladybug, and passing. Blab finds a copy of Leo, so very strong draw there, summon it. Go to battle and attack. During the end phase, Leo has the effect that during the end phase of the turn it was normal summon, destroy this card. So it destroys itself, but then he will get a search. Adding Aberconway. back to Rubles, who finds Mirror Force, setting it, back to Blab, who finds Soul Charge, back to Rubles, who gets a copy of Summoner Monk, using the effect to switch it to defense, using the effect by discarding for cost the Dark Hole. I could see maybe the, what's it called? Maybe the Skill Drain being activated here, but it could easily be met with the Trap Stun. Oh, they just go Warning instead. Much better there, honestly. Second copy of Advanced Heraldry art is drawn. Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. Hitting one of the back row, hopefully. Putting back the Trap Stun, interesting. Advanced Heraldry art is activated, bringing back Leo and Aberconway to then overlay for King of the Feral Imps. King effect, adding Kagado Kage. Leo adding Aberconway. So this is cool also because since he had discarded and used this, he still has his normal summon, so the Aberconway can get into Kagado Kage, which can get into another rank 4 if need be. Which is looking like what they're going to do. And they just go battle phase. Oh, that Mirror Force, though. Yep, here's Mirror Force. Trap Stun is activated. Double Cyclone chained on the Mirror Force to pop the other set, which is the Skill Drain. So here the damage will still go through, which is pretty hefty. They're thinking here. And it looks like they're just going to scoop it up. That was very unfortunate. The game 1. Game 2 was pretty cool, and game 3, you know, a good back and forth a little bit, but it looked like Rubles just couldn't get enough engine going in that game, unfortunately, so Blab takes that one. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this game. If you did, please make sure to leave a like on this video, comment any questions or videos you want to see in the future, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to get notified anytime I put a new video out. And again, make sure to check out the video description to find out how to send me your hat format replays. And anyways, guys, I will see you in the next video.